Welcome to the CGG TV. My name is Joy and I run the Knit Wits group of Geraldton, and I'm here to show you how to knit a poppy. So for the people that know how to knit, it's a very easy pattern, and the people that aren't very good at knitting, I'll be doing step by step, and I hope I can help you make a poppy. So the supplies we need is red wool, black wool, and it's all 8 ply. We need 3.75mm needles, a pair of scissors for cutting, a needle for sewing, a little safety pin to put on the back of the poppy when we're finished, and this is optional, you can put a button in the middle. So our first step is that we're going to take our needles and, where are we? And we're going to do a slip knot. I'm going to put that on the needle and we're going to cast on 60 stitches. So 3, 4, 5. So you keep doing that until you've got 60 stitches. So you're casting on the 60 stitches, and when you're finished, it will look like this. So there's the 60 stitches. So then we're going to be doing the first row. So the first row entails you knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you purl 2. And you will do that, repeat the knit 4, purl 2 all along the 60 stitches to the end. And when you've done that, this is what it will look like. So that's your first row. And then we're going on to the second row, which is knit 2, purl 4. And then you'll repeat that knit 2, purl 4 to the very end, and this will form your 2 rows of pattern. So when you've done the 2 rows, So that's your 2 rows done, and then you will repeat your first and second row 4 times more, which in total will be 10 rows altogether. Now, so that's your 10th row. This is what your 10 rows will look like. And then you go on to the 11th row, which is you're starting to decrease. So you're going to be knit 2 together twice and purl 2. And then you will repeat that again, which I'll show you. So you knit 2 together and purl 2 together, and you carry on to the end of the row, to the end, and that's a decreasing row. So you had 66 stitches to start with, and with this decreased row you will end up with 30 stitches. Where's the end? Oh. So when you've got your 30 stitches, you go on to the 12th row, and this one you will slip one purlways, and then you will purl two together, and then you will slip the stitch that you had over the two together. So I'll do that again, which is slip one stitch, purl two together, and pull slip stitch over. And you will do that to the end, and at the end you will end up with 10 stitches. So when you've done that row, 10 stitches, you break off the yarn and you will thread the thread through the needle, and then you will pick up those 10 stitches on that needle like this, and then you will pull the wool all the way through, and then you turn the two right sides together and you will join, pull it up, secure it tight with a double knot. And then you will sew that side, two sides together to make it become round. Then you finish that, you fasten off and cut your thread, and there's your poppy. And then we're going to do the centre. Now you can have a button as optional. If you want to put a button in, just sew the button in, or you can do the bud that they have. So with the bud, I need black wool. So with the bud, you will cast with your 3.75mm needles and your black yarn, you will cast on 8 stitches. So we're going to do 8 stitches. Four, 5, 6, 7. So there's 8 stitches. Now your first row will be purl. So you will purl a row. And this purl row is going to be your right side of your work. Your second row will be knit. So you knit the 8 stitches.
What about this?
Now you will repeat the first and second row 3 more times, which in all will be 8 rows. And then once you've got the 8 rows, you will break off the yarn, pick up those 8 onto the needle, pull the wool through, and then you will just slightly tack around the edges of the other 3 sides. And when you pull it all up, it will look like a little bud. A little bud. And then if you don't want to put the button in and you want to do the bud, you just sew that into the middle of your poppy. And that's what it will look like.
Your little pin.
And then you will also, at the end, grab your pin and put it in, attach it to the back so that you could put it on your clothing. And so that's the one with the bud in it, little bud. That's the one with a button. And you can also make the purple, which the purple poppy is often worn to remember animals that have been victims of war. So that's the purple poppy, and they're the red. And that's it. And that's it. You can get the pattern downloaded from Spotlight site, from the Spotlight site on Get Creative, and you can download it and use the pattern, and it's free.